Hello again, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Dr. James Ong. Welcome to Prife International's live stream. The reason why we have this live stream, and it's been going on for more than half a year now, is to string together our community from different parts of the world. And today we are very fortunate because we have somebody from the United States and also another wonderful lady from the UK. So we'll start off with our first guest, Julie Thawley, all the way from Idaho, from the United States. Hello, Julia. How are you? Oh, I think you have to unmute. I'm sorry, I muted you. Okay.
How are you, Dr. Ong?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great. Good to have you today. And what time is it now in your part of the world?
Well, actually, I'm traveling because I'm doing a lot of, I'm traveling with my work. But I'm here in the sunny Las Vegas, and I know
wow.
that, and they're gonna have the Super Bowl in a while here.
Wow,
Noontime.
that's nice. That's nice. Well, I mean, you are in the brink of, you're really looking great, fabulous. I mean, compared to the photo that you sent me. And yeah, maybe I can share a photo of you and then you can sort of like take us through what happened. Is that okay?
Go ahead, Dr. Ong.
Okay, so you sent me a photo of yourself. Hang on, I'm having a little bit of problem. Okay, I hope you can see it. Yeah, so this is a photo of you having a car accident, which sort of triggered off something, something
to you. I'm in the financial services, and something happens. I was waiting for the red light to be green, and then I was just hit on my rear by a teenager. I'm not sure, in Vegas, it's kind of like people drink and then, they don't know, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh. And I thought I was dead, but I kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm alive. So, but the car was totally wrecked.
Yeah, your car was
totally wrecked. And
yeah,
then
totally
I was taken
wrecked,
to the hospital, and I did not have any bruise at all. I was just shocked.
They checked and nothing was wrong with you, right, at that time?
No, and they sent me home, and you're fine, just rest. They did not even put a cast on my neck. I don't like those kind of stuff. And then I thought I was fine. And then I'm diabetic. I was diagnosed in 2000. And I mean, I always say diabetes is a disease of lifestyle. You don't really get anything. You don't die of it, but these doctors, they will start you with, something simple, like they started me with glyburide and then come back after 3 months, and, it's high. So they start you on metformin. They don't even discuss what are the side effects of metformin. And then so 500, and then if you're not really careful, you're not following so much diet and everything you thought you are, and following, but okay, that's okay. I can eat this because I have medication. And after 3 months, you go back again with the blood work. Oh my God, it's high again. So my endocrinologist say, okay, why don't you put on a 500 and then come back 1,005, and the maximum milligrams that you can do is 2,000. And say, oh my God, I'm gonna put you into some kind of insulin, and on and on and on. And I said, okay, this is getting really weird.
So tell us, after the accident, and yes, your background, you're diabetic, and something happened to you which got you worried. I mean, you started losing weight, and tell us about it.
I was telling her, I said, okay, she put me into Victoza, okay? And then I said, okay, after 3 months or something, I said, I'm losing. I was 120 at that time. And she said, that's perfect for your, BMI, the body muscle index. And I came back and I told her, I said, I am losing 10 pounds. And she said, okay, let's check it out first. So, I'm now 100. And then she did not really stop the medication, and I was 90 pounds. And
wow. So from 120, really you dropped to 90 pounds. Can you recall like how long it took from 120 to 90? How long did it take?
I would say in a spread of about 6 months.
Wow. So that must have caused some anxiety in you,
Oh
without
yeah,
really knowing. Yeah.
I was so worried what to eat and what not to eat, and I kind of like read.
Conscious. I know.
I'm so
And
conscious, and then the worst part happened, and I started losing my sense of taste of smell, and then and smell. It's like, okay, what is going on? And I discussed it with her. I said, oh, maybe this, and my primary doctor said, well, there are only kind of like 3 things. You have a concussions, or your olfactories are not good, or your side effects of the medication. So I went to a neurologist. I had an MRI, and they kind of like, there's nothing wrong with my brain. I'm still well. And then my olfactory doctor said, oh, there's nothing with your nose or ears. And then I started having tinnitus. You can hear ju 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 when you're so quiet. And it's like, all right. And then
that's worrying, isn't it? Right? I mean, so they had a list of possibilities, and then one by one they deleted, and still they couldn't find what's wrong with you.
Yeah, and the side effect of the metallic taste.
What you went through,
I know, and it's just and then COVID hits, and then a lot of people are losing the sense of taste and smell. Every time I go to a place, they, oh, you don't have that. Oh, you have COVID. No, I said, I don't have COVID. I had it in 2018. Okay, so you don't tell me I have COVID. And all of my friends who had COVID recovered, and they have the sense of taste and smell. But me, 3.5 years, Dr. Ong, 3.5 years.
That's a long time. So how did you get to know about iTeraCare? I mean,
well, I'm in the financial services, and we have advanced products, and we were looking for hedge fund funders because some of our hedge fund funders did not go through. And somebody said, okay, why don't you talk to this lady? She is into this financial services as well, and I was introduced to Linda Marte, and she was talking about this and about that. And then I mentioned briefly, I'm diabetic. I don't have sense of taste of smell. I said, oh my God, all you have to do is try this iTeraCare. I'm going to send you some. And, and I said, okay, we're talking about 10 million,
hedge fund, 10 million to
and then
something, some device.
I asked my agent who referred her to me, and I said, okay, is this woman for real? Because she wants me to do this. And no, she meant well. She just want to help you. She had a big heart. And I said, okay, I'm going to sell my 350 and let's see what happens.
I can just imagine your eyes rolling and
oh my gosh.
I know the feeling. but thankfully you kept an open mind, and you got thankfully. So tell us,
because I'm
your
looking
journey,
really for solutions, how to get better.
So tell us what happened after you got your device.
Well, it's like in a box, and I said, okay, and then I'm ready to go for some kind of a reunion with my partner at that time, and I went there, and I just put it in my side, and I didn't even really kind of like care. I said, okay, this is 350. So what? Is she gonna call me again with some issues? Right?
It's not 10 million. It's not 10 million.
And then these were kind of like some San Jose PD retired, and they like the thrill of the life, and they put me on a Humvee drive, and it's like, oh my God, have you been to Magic Mountain? It's like boom, boom, boom. And the more we yell, this drivers, the more he got excited, and like, oh my God. So after 2 days of all this staying there, we went home, and I was like, everything in my body is so sore, and I don't know how to cope up with it. I'm still trying to get weight and gain weight. And I said, let me take a look what this Linda Marte said.
Let's try this product and put it to
I opened the box, and I said, what is this thing? It's like
So that was the first time your body was aching, and that was the first time you opened up, right? Okay.
And I
tell us
opened
about it.
I kind of like she said blow, 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 and then I said, okay, I'm a chemist, and so I know the water molecule is not linear. So I said, and then go get some water and charge it and drink it, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna do all this stuff, and after a day, it's just so amazing. I said, oh my God, I don't have my body aches and everything anymore.
Wow.
So I started looking and checking out all this YouTube, because there's not so much brochures that is out there. It's just, I said, what is this? 2, 3, but I know we're on the digital marketing world. And so I watch everybody and then all this stuff. So it's like my baby. It's beside my lampshade and everything. And at that time, because of my anxiety and depression, they put me into mirtazapine 7.5 for me to be able to eat. And I just blow in the evening and sometimes during lunchtime when I'm losing my energy. And then before I go to bed, I religiously was doing that almost August, September, October, November, December, January, and now I'm on the 6th month, and I don't have no tingling effect.
Look at you now. I mean, from a 90-pounder to, I don't know.
Oh, a lot of my really close friends, there's like, they will call me and pass me and say, and I was talking to somebody the other day, and she said, I really thought you're gonna be dead, I know.
When
I said,
people
well,
start
the change
losing
of
weight,
environment.
I know.
Yes,
that's the thing.
and so now I'm 113. I'm 7 pounds shy to get my 120, and my doctor said, okay, your BMI is almost there, perfect, 7 pounds more. And my niece was saying, oh my God, Tita, you're eating like, well, I still have to gain 7 pounds more. And it's just, and then even my some other friend, hey Jay, you're back, and I said, I am.
So you have Linda to thank,
Oh yeah, I was, and that's really serendipity. But I know the Lord is watching, and I'm surrounded with good people, and everybody was saying, oh gosh, Julie, we thought, I have a friend who would come and say, take this. The Asian, taste this. I said, what is this? Vinegar Marucan. I said, why that label? No, it can give your taste and everything. And, everything that I smell is like gasoline. Wow. And I cannot even use a perfume and anything. Even if I'm doing the laundry, I'm using these Melaleuca products to improve it. It smells like gasoline. And terrible. It's like, oh my God, and I cannot stand up so much. I have tingling effects, neuropathy, they're all gone.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Julia, for coming forward to share your story. And
I have to share one last thing, because I just got from my eye doctor. Yeah. And I was supposed to have cataract, and I don't want, cataract surgery. So I waited and I read, okay, it can cure cataract. So my vision is not 20/20, but I don't even have to use eyeglasses. I can buy, I can use over the counter. That's what the doctor said. Amazing. So but thank you, Dr. Ong. I just want to share.
It's anti-aging, isn't it? In a way.
It's really anti-aging. And then I was having dinner, lunch, and they said, what are you doing? I said, iTeraCare works, Okay. What is iTeraCare? And say, okay, send me one,
Anyway, thank you so much, Julia. And,
thank you, and you have a wonderful Sunday, Monday.
Continue to use the wonderful device, and do share it with people who needs it.
Well, every day when I'm saying my prayer, who I can help it, and the still small voice will point out. And I think I had help between friends and relatives, maybe about more than 24 people. And they start, I never sell anything, but I said, use there because I know you're diabetics, I know you're this, but
I know. That's good. It's always good to help people. Okay. Thank you so much. All the best, Julia.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's just something amazing that happened to Julia. And next we have our wonderful guest, all the way from the UK, and she's been waiting for a while. And let's get her back here. And the moment she gets back, let me just try to. Oh yeah, she's back. Okay, hi Elizabeth, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Dr. James. How are you doing?
Okay, yeah. And Elizabeth, please tell us, which part of UK are you from?
I'm in London.
Oh, you're in London. Okay, that's wonderful. I love London. Beautiful
Yeah.
place. And tell us your journey. I mean, how did you first get to know about this wonderful device? Of course, you can also tell us about your situation. And yeah,
Okay, sure.
you do all the talking, all right? So
I mean, a friend of mine had one, and I had a bad shoulder, and she was mentioning this treatment to me. So I had just booked, you know, a demo really. And actually, the thing that happened is within her 10 minutes, she only did 10 minutes. And
sorry, but she did this remotely, didn't she?
She did this remotely through
Yes.
Zoom. So here's the thing. I mean, I have some history in body therapy.
Yes.
And it's a very familiar thing to me. So since 2011, I've been receiving remote healing through a master that I know who lives in Bali, who has a very world-renowned modality in body work. So receiving things remotely, I'm very attuned to it. Well, she switched this on and I was in agony, and I couldn't tell her to stop because she wasn't live with me on Zoom. We'd ended the call and she was doing it. She just said to me, lay down and just notice what happens. And the shoulder just went into intense heat.
Yeah. So you felt the healing
I felt it
crisis.
immediately. Yeah. I felt it immediately, and I was actually quite angry. And I thought, right, I forget it. You know, this has caused me pain. I didn't sleep that night. I had a very busy day the next day with clients. I was not actually very happy with this.
But you understood what went on anyway, right?
Yeah, I recognized, oh, this works. This really works. Because then the pain completely went, right, after that crisis. And so I think it was a few weeks later, I ordered one. And I was a little scared of it, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen here. But I started with the water. So it's recommended that you treat your water, you wand your water and you drink it. And I'm very familiar with Dr. Emoto, the Japanese scientist who wrote about water. So for the first few days, I did the water, and then I just did 2 minutes on my palms of my hands and the soles of my feet. And I'll tell you what really I noticed instantly. I stopped needing to sleep in the day. So it just gave me 10 times, 20 times the energy. So that was just incredible for me. And I'll give you some context to that. I've been anemic since 17. My body doesn't absorb iron. So naturally, I'm more tired than maybe the average person, but I don't pay much mind to it. So what I've noticed as I've gotten closer to menopause is that it's almost like all those health problems that we experience just compound together. And so I was having endometriosis, a diagnosis from 2014. So that made my cycle very painful and very exhausting. So you add that to anemia, and it's hard going. So I would then need to rest a lot during the day throughout the month. And I had been going like this for about a year. Quite concerned that no matter what I did, no matter how much I tried to take care of myself, I didn't seem to be really recovering. So when the wand came, honestly, it just put me back. I felt like I was I just had so much energy. I felt like I was on top of the world. And I still do. I use it every day. I don't need to sleep in the day. The pain that I was experiencing in my ovaries, that's completely gone. I had inflammation in the joints. So I'd be very tired from that, from all the hormones that happen during that whole menopause, perimenopause. Gone, no more pain in my joints. And it wasn't like I changed my lifestyle radically. It wasn't that I did a load of different things with my diet.
Nothing has changed except you started blowing yourself.
I started using this wand, and I'm like, wow.
Amazing.
So obviously, I've introduced it to my family. It's helping my sister. She's in her 60s and she has a lot of hip pain, and it's gone. I should say she had a lot of hip pain because she doesn't have it now. She also uses it every day on her shoulders because she's had very tight, stiff, this kind of thing for all her life. And she said,
really?
Now they're just
like that?
relaxed.
All crunched up, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And so she's gone
and
on to help.
Your mom, right? Your mom had
my mom was using it, and you know what? So here's the thing: she had a stroke at New Year's. This was a very unexpected situation, and we have the MRI of that stroke. And what happened to her is that she stopped being able to speak. She struggled. She was trying to find the words. She couldn't recall the words. So in the stroke, her processing was affected. Her recall, memory recall, all of that. And so we started treating her 15 minutes every day with the wand and the water. And within 10 days, she had her speech back. She had her recall back. And not just that, but she actually couldn't text. When she had the stroke, people would send her a text message or even just a phone call, and she was like, I don't even know what you're saying. What are they talking about? She couldn't read, let alone respond. And again, in the same time frame of 10 days, she's able to completely understand and text back. So she's had an incredible bounce back. It's been
it's so nice to hear stories like that, really. It's just so touching, really. I'm so happy for your mom.
So there's a huge amount that the body can do, isn't it, when we give it the right environment, give it the right conditions. It's a self-healing, the body is self-healing, really. And we just need to give it a boost because we're being bombarded all the time in our environment.
Absolutely.
So harmful not only things
the pollutants, the toxins, the stress, and everything else.
So I was surprised because I remember thinking at the time, well, I know this works, but I was still, when I received it, thinking, I don't know, I can tell it works, but it might not work that well. And I've been astonished. And I also lost weight. And I also found that I have more of a tolerance for food that would usually cause me illness. I can tolerate it better. But that's not to say that I want to eat those foods, because ultimately they're not great for me. But it's been really good. I'm really happy.
And I guess you also did remote healing for others, and as well as
so I started experimenting because I know that space of very well. I decided to do a treatment on a few people who are also very sensitive to energy. So one person had a foot neuropathy, and they're thousands of miles away. And after 15 minutes live, I decided to keep them on Zoom with me. They had flexibility in their foot that they haven't had for months.
Wow, amazing.
And another friend who had a COVID, so she was very heavy, stuffy, feeling, that the sort of tightness in the head that you get with those symptoms. And we did 30 minutes and it cleared it completely.
Wow.
So even people who are working in that space of natural frequency healing with them. They're they can use this device. And also I've spoken to a number of friends that I know who are in that space of healing. And they have said and commented that this device has amplified their abilities.
Absolutely. I think when we talk about frequencies in healing, if the frequency comes from you to someone else, then it's coming from you. It's not as powerful as something like the terahertz. And through your manifestation, you direct that energy to that person. And we all know how good terahertz works on the body. It's definitely much more effective. And yeah, I'm glad you tried it because, well, it works. It works for you. It works for them, right?
I mean, I'm still noticing changes. And I'm really interested to see, in 6 months' time, what will be the case. Because I've only had it for 2 months. I've only been using it for 2 months. So I'm really looking forward. I'm planning to make some changes to my diet because I feel like it really amplifies what we give it. So if we're giving good food to the body, the frequency can work more with the good stuff. So
absolutely. And also, a lot of energy healers. Do share with them, tell them your experience, and maybe the word will get around so that more energy healers will use our device to heal others remotely. Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for coming forward to share your story, and all the very best to you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Wow. So we have two wonderful stories from two wonderful ladies from different parts of the world, but nevertheless, it just goes to show that this wonderful device works. And for those of you who have similar kind of problems with these ladies, do give it a try. And I'm sure it'll work for you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week.
Medical disclaimers. iTera Classic and iTera Pro are not medical devices. The information provided on our website is for educational purposes only and does not substitute for professional medical advice. Please consult a medical professional or healthcare provider if you are seeking medical advice, diagnoses, or treatment. Prife International shall not be liable for risks or issues associated with using or acting upon the information on our website. Prife International shall not be liable or responsible for the actions, misrepresentations, or negligence of our members who are independent contractors.